All right, so we're back at the limited run store. Did not expect to come back this year, but I am temporarily out of work due to my surgery, and I got a few days left, and I noticed I have a Saturday off. Let's go to the store. Obviously, I was just here a month ago, so I don't think anything too crazy is gonna happen. I'm probably not gonna spend too much money, but any opportunity that I get a chance to come to the store, I'm always going to take. So let's see what has changed, any cool Switch games, all that type of stuff. I'm very excited because I know there's been a few things that have come out since the last time we've been here. But yeah, I'm excited to see what we're gonna pick up. It's crazy because I'm filming this before the last limited run video came out. So I got 2 limited run videos that are gonna come out this year on the channel, which is crazy for me. Because like I said before, normally I only get a chance to come maybe 1 to 2 times a year to the store. So I'm a big fan of the store. Let's check what Switch games they got. So this is the pre-owned Wii section right here, but what's under it are the pre-owned Switch games. So anything that you see here are stuff that's traded into the store. So it's nothing new. I mean, there's some sealed stuff, but if it was traded in, they're always gonna put it over here, whether it's new or used. So I don't think anything really crazy has changed over here since last time I was here, because I mean, I literally was here a month ago. There's something called the Outbound Ghost. Never heard of this one. It's a interesting game right here. Now, I might pass on this if there's a ESBR or ESRB version of the game, only due to the fact that most of my games are like that, and I only buy versions of it if there wasn't one that came over here to America. And seeing that Merge published this probably has a English, or not English, but an ESRB release. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Yeah, so this has an ESRB release, and actually I'm seeing it for $10, so I'm gonna pass on picking this up. I'll order the other thing online, but nothing too crazy over here, I don't think. They have the Wii U and 3DS stuff. We don't care about that. Over here is the giant wall of PlayStation. You got PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. All of it's just pre-owned PlayStation stuff, which is pretty cool. Then you have your Sega Genesis stuff. Now, obviously, you guys are here for Nintendo Switch content, so we're not really gonna show that off. We are gonna show you this area off over here, because I don't think in the last recording I didn't really show much of it. So over here is where they have posters of limited run stuff that they do, basically. We're not gonna show this because we always show that off in previous things. But one of the things I think is really cool is Limited Run has a custom soundtrack that's playing in the store of music you're only going to hear when you come to the store. So because of that, they sell a soundtrack that is exclusive to the store, where all it is just the songs that are playing in here. On top of that, Limited Run is starting to do a lot more with skateboards. So you'll notice that there's like a Doom skateboard, Castlevania. I think this is from River City Girls right here. Shantae. You got your Limited Run merchandise over here too in terms of t-shirts. I wish they did a little bit more on t-shirts. I feel like there's not enough t-shirt designs out there. And then over here, they have jackets. This is pretty cool. But once again, I feel like there's room to do so much more with this type of stuff. Hopefully Limited Run does more of that. Like, they got hats. I'm pretty sure that's new. I don't remember seeing a hat here last time. But then over here, these are like extra, I don't know what you would call this stuff. Like, what this is supposed to be is where you put in your River City Girls collection into this, and it's supposed to be like a cool, I don't know, it contains all the games into one thing. Some people go crazy over that. I don't particularly care. Then they have this right here, Jak 4. The way you would get this is if you ordered all 3 of the Jak and Daxter games when Limited Run had those. They just gave you a Jak 4 copy. It's sealed. There's no game in it because the game obviously doesn't exist. But I'm pretty sure that is the same amount of copies that has always been there since I've been coming to the store. Over here is the glass case of where they have more like higher end pre-owned games. I take full credit for this because if y'all have noticed in the previous videos, I always talk about that it's hard to see inside of these glass cases because of the lighting. they made it so much easier where you can see stuff. Simple. Even though I know I'm not the reason that they did that, I'm still taking credit for it. I'm gonna act like Limited Run watched my videos and they're like, we need to listen to this person. We're gonna make it where you guys can see this stuff, because you can literally see everything easy now. And then back here, they have more higher end Switch games for sale. I think it's interesting because you can see back over there, they had some super rare games. That's kind of Limited Run's competition. I always find it interesting that Limited Run's selling that type of stuff, but nothing too crazy over here on the Switch side of things. Yeah, nothing that I'm like, ooh, had to have it. We got 3DS, Game Boy Advance. Y'all know that I've been collecting more on the Game Boy recently. That's been really cool. This is pretty cool to see. Got a Pokemon Leaf Green, a Game Boy Advance, Japanese version for $150. I didn't know those versions were getting that expensive. Wow, it's crazy. You know, I'm starting to collect for the GameCube. If y'all know, I need to collect or do another episode in our GameCube hunting series. Just GameCube games are so expensive. Like Star Fox Assault, 60 bucks right there. That game used to be like $20 before COVID. I don't know why GameCube went up so high due to COVID, but yeah. Then you got NES, Super Nintendo. You got that's actually pretty cool. You don't see that every day. The Castlevania Dracula X, $1,300, guys. $1,300. You don't see that every day. I don't think I've ever seen a Dracula X Super Nintendo. We got more Switch stuff down here. Nothing crazy. It's just Super Meat Boy, Streets of Rage 4, just more stuff Limited Run's done. Glover N64 complete in box for $55. I know my good friend Jay Matthew, even though he already has that, he would still love to see that. Oh, and speaking of Jay Matthew, Buck Bumble right here. That's another video that he did that I'm in. I'm in both of those videos. Fun fact, if you guys did not know that already. The PlayStation versions of Limited Run titles for retail price. This is like their extra stock for when they have everything sent to people that bought the game. They always get extras in because in case there's like an issue with the game, they want to be able to make sure that they can fulfill the pre-orders. So a lot of people get confused how Limited Run has more stock of certain games, particularly with the Switch. The reason why the Switch has more of the stock is the way that Nintendo does things with their cartridges. You have to order a lot. You can't order like a weird number like you can with PlayStation 4 games. So that's why they have so much Switch games, for those that have always been confused, trying to figure out if it's a scam. But that's why Limited Run always has so much. One thing I want to point out. So I don't have the Castlevania Advance Collection on Switch, and the main reason why is it has 4 different covers. I'm not a fan of that because I felt like there was not a main cover, if that makes sense, for that game. So I didn't pick up Castlevania Advance Collection. I know it's gonna be weird, but I just felt like that game has multiple games in it and it didn't have like an actual cover, if that makes sense. So, yeah. But here is the exciting stuff. The Nintendo Switch. Obviously, we've seen this stuff so many times on this side. It looks about the same. Nothing too crazy that I'm like, ooh, had to have it. Not seeing anything, I don't think. Let's check the other side here. So obviously, yeah, like I said, we were just here a month ago, so I didn't really expect this side to really change much. That's why we come every 6 months. I want to eventually get all of the Crisis games for the Switch, but they only have 2 here. I've never been able to find all 3 at once. I don't want to be at a point where I have just 1 and not the rest, if that makes sense. The Church in the Darkness. What is this? Now this was not here, I don't think. I'm a fan of horror games, but this horror game does not look fun, just to be honest with you. So we're gonna pass on that. Like, I remember when I found the bunker right here, I thought I found like a grail. I thought this was gonna be like the best game of all time. I streamed it, and let's just say it was not the best game of all time. It was rough. Not a fun thing to stream. Oh, okay, I actually will pick this up. A Boy and His Blob retro collection. I have the new one that came out, but I don't have the retro release. I forgot to pre-order this, so this will be one that I definitely pick up. And then this is the collector's edition stuff. A lot of the times I feel like the collector's editions, at least most of the time, are not worth the money. That's why I never pick up a lot of this stuff. Like the one collector's edition I would consider, and the only reason why is because I would have to buy it like this to get the game, because they don't have it, is this Star Wars game. I have all the Star Wars games on Switch except this one right here, and they're sold out of the separate release of this. They only have the collector's edition. I just don't want the collector's edition. A lot of the stuff that's in there I just don't want. So far, only one game. You know, I'm pretty happy with myself. You know, I don't have to spend crazy money. We're gonna go on this side over here. All right, here we go. Another game right here, Grounded. So this is a Microsoft game right here that has come from Xbox to the Nintendo Switch. Now, what's interesting about this is, one, it's got the Xbox Game Studios on the back. But what's interesting about it is it pretty much confirms the fact that Xbox, if you look at your local GameStops or Walmarts or Best Buys, you'll notice that the Xbox section has continued to get smaller and smaller. The fact that now Limited Run and Xbox, like Limited Run's doing the Xbox titles, to me that says that Limited Run, or at least Xbox, is just not interested in doing physical at all. That they're moving straight to this. Found it very interesting. And then they have, oh, Pentiment right here. This is another one I've been looking for. It's another Xbox Game Studios right here. Pentiment's actually a really fun game. It's where you make your own story, basically, or choose your own story. You don't make your own story, but very fun game. And then over here on the next aisle, this is one of my favorite sections of the whole thing. This is the damaged zone, is what they call it. Or I think damaged zone is the official term for this. Basically, you're gonna notice that basically because of this, you know, we talked about it before. This is why Limited Run makes extra things in case there's stuff like this right here. Obviously no one's gonna want that if you're a collector. Now, if you're just gonna open this game, you can probably fix that, but a lot of people that collect Limited Run stuff, most of the time keep that sealed. So I can understand why they have this area. And they have a lot of stuff over here. Gosh, it's very loud over there. But nothing too crazy over here. I mean, this is where they have like their collector's editions, like anything you can imagine goes over here. And the longer that the stuff stays here, the higher the percentage is going to go. So this is gonna probably jump higher because I don't see anyone buying that, to be honest with you. I could be wrong though. But I'm curious what is wrong with some of the other stuff, because some of this stuff looks completely fine. Like this right here. This looks completely fine. It's 40% off. I might just pick it up, you know. That's a big savings for a Limited Run game. I know nothing about Steel Assault, but it looks fun, and it's 40% off. We'll take it. We will take that. This right here, everyone talks about this game. Oh. It's so funny, some of the like most random unexpected damages that you would expect. I'm gonna pass on it. This is the convention exclusive zone. I want this game so bad, but I don't like that cover. Last time I did not pick up this game because I did not like the cover. I want the original cover. But I've come to realize I am probably not getting the original cover. I'm gonna ask to see if they have the original cover again today, but I know it's gonna be a no. if they don't have it, I might just have to bite the bullet because I want to play this game. I think it's going to be really funny, but I don't know. Do you guys like this cover? I don't like this cover. I'm probably the only one that cares too much about the cover, but then this is the PC release stuff. We're not going to show too much of it, but it's still cool that Limited Run's releasing PC games, and a lot of this is like the old school stuff like Night Trap. That's pretty crazy. And then this one, I'm always going to point this out. This is an Among Us PC Collector's Edition. Now the crazy thing about this is there is no physical game in it. Inside is a download code. I find that very crazy considering the fact that, you know, Limited Run, physical media, and then they have digital games. I don't know, I just think it's funny. I know no one cares about that. I just find it funny. And then these are the last few PS Vita, 3DS, and then Xbox One. Yep. As you can see, the Xbox section is so small. The fact that Limited Run isn't making much Xbox games too tells me enough that Xbox is just jumping out of physical media. And I think part of it is also because Xbox games don't sell well, really, physically. And there's a lot of things that contribute to that. There's obviously Xbox Game Pass. That's probably the big thing that's had people just stop buying games. There's the digital consoles for Xbox that have no disc drive in it. There's a lot of things to it, and it's unfortunate. But hopefully we don't see people like PlayStation jump with that. I don't think we're not going to see Nintendo get rid of the physical games. That will never happen. I think Nintendo has said that 60% of their sales are physical games, which is pretty impressive considering we're entering a digital market. All right, collector's edition stuff over here. And then back over here are the PlayStation 5 games. Once again, you know, I want to point out this. This is the one Shantae game I don't have for Switch. For some reason, and I don't understand why, the Pirate's Curse is the rarest Shantae game, but I'm pretty sure that one was an open pre-order. So I don't understand how the Shantae and the Pirate's Curse for Switch ended up being such an expensive game. If you guys know in the comments, please let me know, because I'm so confused by it. Because that was still part of the original set where you could just order as many copies as you want. It wasn't part of like the 5,000 limited copies, from my understanding. And I don't understand why it's that game, because it's like in the middle of the series. I would have thought like maybe the older ones would have been more rare, or maybe a newer one. I don't know. That one's always confusing to me. I don't think I'm seeing, oh wait, actually, yes. Midnight Fight Express. This is a big one that I forgot to pre-order. A lot of times I don't pre-order Limited Run stuff just because I have the store. I wanted to make a big video of me picking up games because I know a lot of you guys like to see me buy games. So, well, this is kind of the stack that I'm going with right now. We're still gonna look around, but I will see y'all in a little bit. So I just asked, they don't have the original cover. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and pick this up. Watch me get this, and eventually I find the regular cover, but yeah, we're picking up this, getting a pretty big stack of games, so yeah. Okay, a few things. The Limited Run employee was like, maybe you should wait till January to pick this up, because she heard that I do not like this cover. I don't like this cover. She said, give it a try, maybe wait till January, maybe the regular cover will pop up. So, since I hate this cover so much, I'm gonna pass on getting this. We were also able to find the new Contra game. This is the very last one. I am very happy about this because, like I said, I wanted to order this, but I wait to pre-order things so you guys can watch the video of me picking them up. Unless it's like a really big title that I want to make sure I don't miss out on, like the new Lollipop Chainsaw. I did pre-order that just because I did not want to risk missing out on it. But this, I think I'm going to skip on getting this just due to the fact that there might be just like a 10% chance of finding the regular cover. Because y'all can't tell me that this is a good cover. Considering the original cover, just consider that original cover in mind when I say that. This cover is not a part of the team. All right, I'm done. I ended up with this. A little bit of a bigger stack, still a little bit smaller, so I'm happy with that. But a lot of heavy hitters, so I'm very happy about this. Yeah, so they're gonna scan it. Let's figure out how much I got. I'm holding the total amount. It's actually a lot lower than I expected. with the amount of stuff that I had. But we got $269.12. You guys can let me know what you thought the total was going to be, because I was expecting right at 300, maybe 310. That's kind of what I was thinking. But I am going to go ahead and pay the person. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so close at getting that. All right. I've gotten way better. This has been like best run yet at this. I thought for a second that was it. Well guys, that's gonna be it. What a way to end the video. Imagine if we would have won that. This is my last time at Limited Run this year. We'll be back here in January. Cannot wait. Very happy with the loot that I got here. Tons of stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out the Twitter, Discord, Instagram, MONADO Marine membership, $5 a month, all that stuff in the description below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.